We're not live, but we are recording.
Okay. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so so yeah, so what up, Pops? It's
What's
Sunday.
going on? What's going on,
Happy
Minnie?
happy Sunday. I'm chilling. Thanks you
And happy
for
Sunday to you
having
too as well, brother.
thank you. Yeah, just like slept in late today. No football again. Just getting used to that. But yeah, I just had dinner with my family and
But we do have
now
basketball. We got basketball.
we do. We've had some good games. March Madness in full effect here. Yeah, uh,
Yeah,
all the all the top seeds won as predicted, but
yeah,
that should just line up for a really good tournament. I would say. You know,
yeah, yeah. Well,
so
I'm driving the car today on the show, gassed up. I got my boy Minnie in here with me, my co-host. This is how we're gonna do this thing right here.
that's
And
right.
yeah, today we're gonna go over this. Well, Minnie likes to talk about the Epstein situation.
I mean, I
I'm
don't like to talk about. I don't like to talk about it. I just feel like it's necessary to talk about it
uh,
because I feel like the public needs to get caught up to speed on what's going on because we're kind of pushing a bunch of acts of pedophilia and the victims and all that goes along with this cannibalism and child trafficking and human trafficking. We're pushing it all under the rug because we just went to war, and it's getting and and I get it, like people are scared, like I mean,
yeah,
this could be World War III, Pops. I don't know, like
yeah,
this is what the Jews this is what they predicted, so like, hey, they're manifesting it and making it happen. And man, what really scares me is so all these countries, bro, they all got fucking nuclear missiles, man. And they're like, I'm not afraid to die. Like, let's just get that right out there. I have no kids. I don't even have an animal right now. So like, I,
understandable.
what's that?
I said that's understandable, but me, I'm the type of person. I'm
Yeah,
more of a skeptic. I'm not like I don't. I like to. Let me say it like this. I like to go to reputable sources for information, not just any source. And I know sometimes, like even reporters, they run with stories before all the
yeah,
information is out, and I don't like to do that. But what I
yeah,
did today was I punched up the
yeah.
Department of Justice website, and they have a thing in there called the Epstein files.
Yeah, so okay, so this whole conversation came about that you believe that the Epstein files were not real to begin with. So that was I thought like, okay, that's an easy one to prove. You know what I mean? Because like this shit's on the internet, like and everything's out there that I've seen. So there's a long paper trail, and let's get to it, man. Let's see what we got over here. Because
Okay,
yes, yeah,
well, look over here. Go ahead.
I,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
so I could be wrong about some of the files and everything because I honestly don't fact check a lot of this shit. I kind of just trust the people that are putting it out there. You know what I mean? And that's why I'll just throw out everything that I see, and if it's real, it's real. But like when they show you an Epstein file that's got redacted names on it and shit that came from the government, I think it's pretty creditable, especially since like Trump didn't want these, nobody wanted these released. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, what Epstein files? Or are we still talking about that Epstein thing? It's like, yeah, dude, until until people can see what's really going on, we're gonna talk about it. Oh, unless we go bomb Iran, then or go to war with Iran, then maybe this will go away. So let's dig into these Epstein files and see. Now you got to remember now. We're going to the DOJ over here. Now, if anybody knows anything about three-letter agencies like your CIA, they, came into power just to overthrow governments since after World War II. I and we got the FBI, I can't really trust them that much. And then you got the DOJ. So there's all the three-letter. I was always taught that all the three-letter agencies are not very good. They're not with our best interest at
All right.
heart.
So what would you
So
consider? What would you consider NBC and ABC and
oh, they're
CBS?
they're definitely owned by the Jews, dude. They're
Those are three.
definitely
Those are
owned.
three-letter agencies, but that's where all the
I,
news is
I
coming
mean,
from.
those are three-letter agencies. Yeah, I guess so, man. And they're definitely spreading. They're definitely spreading lies, dude. I saw this thing the other day. It showed all the networks you just mentioned, and they all use the same terminology. We're gonna have to lose a little to gain a lot, I think was the exact quote that they said on every single news program that day
Yeah,
when the
they
war when
definitely,
the
they
war
definitely,
started. When
they
the war
definitely
started.
agree. They definitely agree on what story they're going to tell. But look, we over here in the United States
That's
Department of
because
Justice.
they're owned by the. Just because they're owned by the same. The people that own them have the same interest of each other. So, yeah,
Okay,
they're
well,
pushing.
look,
They're pushing an agenda.
well,
So,
look,
yes,
we're in
yeah.
the Department of Justice, and they have
Let's see
what's
what
called
they
the
say. This is great. This is
look. So
this
look
is
what they
what I
have.
should be doing. Yeah.
So look what they have. They have something called the Epstein Library, and
Okay.
here they have a privacy notice. Let's read what the privacy notice says. It says,
Okay.
in view of the congressional deadline, all reasonable efforts have been made to review and redact personal information pertaining to victims, other private individuals, and protect sensitive materials from disclosure. That said, because of the volume of the information involved, this website may nevertheless contain information that inadvertently includes non-public, personally identifiable information or other sensitive content to include matters of a sexual nature. In the event a member of the public identifies any information that should not have been posted, please notify us immediately by email at the Department of Justice website so we can take steps to correct the problem as soon as possible. Okay, so now
Okay.
they have it says search full Epstein library. It says
So if
type in a
like
search. So
Tom
what you
Hanks,
wanna?
if Tom Hanks' name is in there and it's not crossed off with a black marker, then we should email them immediately,
All right,
or
so let's type in
Ellen
Tom. Let's
DeGeneres or
so
any
look.
of the other. Yeah.
I'm gonna type in Tom Hanks' name and see what comes up. If any information
Okay.
comes up on Tom
Let's
Hanks,
do that. Let's do that.
so searching Epstein Library, and it says, all right, you have subject Tom Hanks on Broadway. Lucky I don't miss this limited engagement. Tom Hanks on Broadway. Okay, I'm not sure how to read these files, but let's okay, you know what? Let's just click on one and see what's the hell's going on up in here, man. Let's see what's going
Yeah.
on up in here.
Yeah. Yeah. For
It's the
for a
FC
lot of people,
files.
pops, this is for a lot of people, pops. This is very educational that you've gone and done this for us
Oh, so it's
tonight.
the email.
I
It's the
thank you.
email to
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein about Tom
Yes.
Hanks, about a show
Yeah.
that Tom Hanks is doing on
Okay.
Broadway.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not really pertinent. I mean, there's
No.
nothing about. There's
No.
no pertinent information there.
Yeah.
No pertinent information there. So what's another subject you might want to search when you're
Um.
looking through the Epstein?
Yeah. Let's go with Oprah. Let's go. Or no. Let's go with Bill Gates. There's one that's out in the public that everybody knows about.
Okay,
Because
let's type in Bill Gates.
Bill Gates actually denied Epstein ever being on the island, ever knowing him. They've all denied knowing him, and then the pictures come out, or like the paper trail comes out where they were there. They know each other. So let's see what Bill Gates, what the
All right,
DOJ
this
is
is this is an email from our subject named Leslie Groff. And this is Monday, September 8th to
Okay.
or actually sent on the 5th of September 2014 to Jeffrey Epstein. And this is Monday, September 8th, 2014, New York. It says a 10 a.m. meeting. 10 a.m. meet Bill Gates and Tim Pritzker at the Park Hyatt.
Yeah.
Okay. Jojo to drive you. 11:30, walk over to Leon's black office with Bill Gates, maybe Tom Pritzker, Leon's office. Okay, a 12 o'clock meeting with Larry Summers to join the meeting at Leon's with Bill Gates. Wow, let me find out. Larry Summers. Do you know who Larry Summers is?
No, who's Larry Summers, Pops?
Yo, you don't know who Larry Summers is? Larry Summers
No, no. You see
is
this? You
Larry
see, Pops
Summers.
is very smart guy.
Larry
Yeah, so I
Summers.
love teaming up with this guy. What do you got? Who
Larry
is he?
Summers has been involved. He's a government guy. He's been involved with the government for years. But
Uh-huh.
let's go and look and see what Wikipedia says about who this Larry Summers guy is.
Okay, let's
So
do it.
Larry Summers. Yeah, I'm
Now
pretty
we're
familiar with the
really
name. I know he
digging.
had a lot to do with. I know he had a lot. He's an economist. Yeah, I know he had a lot to do with like that. With the crash, with that crash in 2008. He was involved
Uh,
in that, heavily involved in that
yeah,
because he
yeah. So
was
was
pushing
so was
deregulation.
yeah. So, dude. That's what another theory is that people are talking about is that Epstein was heavily connected to the whole 2008 crash of and where we had to bail the banks out from going bankrupt, and yeah, that we'll save that for when the truth. See, because we're doing this episode together today, and down the road there's going to be more shit that comes out that is, you know, undisputable or whatever. Like
Larry
eventually,
Summers. So
yeah,
so look,
Listen.
Lawrence Henry Summers, an American economist. He also
Yeah.
served as the United States Secretary of Treasury, the 71st United States Secretary of Treasury from 1999 to 2001, the 27th President of Harvard University from 2001 to 2006, and 8th Director of the National Economic Council from 2009 to 2010. He was a Charles W. Eliot University professor at Harvard Kennedy School. Right, so this guy's he's an economist, and he's been involved with government for a pretty decent amount of time as well. Because I'm pretty sure his
I, I,
name,
bel-
I know the name. I know the name.
I,
He's Jewish as well.
well, yeah,
Jewish
The
family.
Harvard clan, Harvard and Yale, the whole skull and bones thing that got that one reporter killed. I mean, basically, we live in a world where you can't talk shit about these elitists, or you will have a accidental motor crash or motorcycle crash. I mean, I see it every day.
Yo, look
People
what's
just,
interesting. Yo, look
yeah.
what's interesting. They mentioned Jeffrey Epstein. Look what it says. It says he went on a leave. He was a Charles W. Eliot University professor at Harvard Kennedy School. He went on leave from his teaching responsibilities and his role as director of the Mossavar Rahmani Center for Business and Government in November 2025 due to an investigation into his ties to Jeffrey Epstein in February 2026. He announced his resignation from Harvard. Wow, let me find
There
out.
you go. There you go.
Let me
So,
find
so,
out. Some fishy things
so
going on.
yeah, so let me explain how I've seen other people figuring out what these files are all about, because the government's putting them out and they're redacted, which means they have a black line, for anybody who doesn't know, black line over the names of the victims or the people involved. Okay, so for instance, the last email there gives a date and a time stamp of when Bill Gates and this other guy are going to be meeting together. So in case like anybody out there doesn't think the files are real, like you can put these people that are actually still in the files at these places, and then some people are figuring out who the actual email went to, by doing this. They're piecing it together. So some of this stuff, you know, one could say is I get a little bit sus as far as real or not. So well, let's keep going. What else? What do you think of
A little
that,
bit,
Pops?
a little bit.
Maybe.
That's what. That's just one page.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
one
we
page.
just popped into the first email, one
Yeah,
page.
they was talking about a meeting with Larry Summers. Yo, that got my attention because I'm familiar who Larry Summers is.
There
That
you
definitely got
go. So I don't
my
know who Larry Summers is. I do know that all these fools that hang out together are birds of a feather, dude. So like anybody. I should get more familiar, but there's a lot of them, dude. Like there's a lot of rich people out there, rich, powerful people that are doing a lot of bad things to kids, and it's genetics, you know, like they want to have like a race that's like clones or whatever, and just get rid of us, dude. I mean, that's
Yeah.
another thing, you know. Like, how, how do you feel, real quick, about the fact that chemtrails? Do you believe in chemtrails? This will set us up for our next show. Do you believe in chemtrails and poison in our water and in our food and on our
Yeah, well,
products?
yeah. Let's save that. Let's continue on with these
Okay,
Epstein files.
okay,
No, because now the
okay.
Epstein
Let's
files.
do it.
Now I'm
Okay.
really interested in with these Epstein, like who's really affiliated, because that's Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a
Yep.
billionaire. Larry
Yep.
Summers, the economist. So that's that's rich people with the government involved with this guy. So that's kind of crazy, bro. So
Yeah, man.
what I just typed in now was Epstein Island,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I clicked on the Epstein Island, and what we got here is this is they redacted who it was to, but it was from the same individual, the lady Leslie
Uh-huh.
Groff, and the subject is Jeffrey Epstein Island address.
Uh,
And it
Okay.
says, "Okay, super, have a great day," sent from an iPhone, and then it's another text message that says, I think this is yeah, text message says, "Did hi," and it crosses out the name and said, "Did Jeffrey ever get back to you on the paintings?" And then sent from an iPhone, and then it's a lot of redacted information right here. They're not really like you can't really see
No,
who
man.
they're sending it to.
I mean, why would they
Yeah. All
redact
right. So,
some information about some paintings, bro? You know,
yeah.
like that's like, like, so that's sush to me. You know, like, come on, dude.
So you know what?
Like,
Because I didn't even know that I was gonna be looking through the Epstein files. I need those keywords, me, so we could look for exactly like the type of information that that you were talking about. So you need
yeah,
like keywords because it allows us to search through the files. We just have to have some
okay,
keywords with the understanding
okay.
that some things might be redacted. So
Let's put rape in there. Let's put rape in there and see what comes up, or hunting, or something that's illegal. Let's put it in there and see what the files bring
I
up.
don't know. It would probably have to be like in statutory form as far as like how charges are being filed and things like that. So
Yeah, alleged rape, I'd put, or something. I don't know, or just try rape and see what happens. You know, most it's gonna do is tell you sorry, nothing,
yeah.
no fun. Search it.
Okay, well, actually, something did pop up, so let's see what's going on. They have
Hmm.
some files pertaining to criminal victimization. Okay,
Okay,
this is
this is exciting.
criminal
This is exciting.
victimization. But what is this? This is okay. So this is not no, this is I don't think this is based on Epstein files though. Let me see what's going on with this. I don't see his name in here anywhere.
Yeah, because it can be other
Criminal
people.
victimization.
It's usually not him. It's usually not him. He just brings the women, the young girls, to the politicians to tape them. You know, like, this
Okay, so
shit is
wait, let me
like,
back up a second. I don't know. No, this is not. Uh, okay, wow. Okay, so the lady, because her name is Ghislaine Maxwell, right? That's her name, the lady,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they do have something on this lady, Ghislaine. When I searched
Okay.
down, it said, I think it said, wait, let me go back real quick and see what it says as far as the lady. It said, all right, United States versus Ghislaine Maxwell. So this is the lady's case. This is the case with the lady. That was
Okay.
his best. That's who's supposed to be his best friend, the lady, right?
Yeah, that's the
Ghislaine Maxwell,
handler.
that's his best friend.
Yeah, that's the handler. Her dad
Yeah,
is
so
head. Her dad is head of Mossad, which Mossad is
okay,
like secret services for
okay.
Israel.
So what
For
we have here,
any,
it says it's Exhibit B. Exhibit B is what the title of this is. It says facilitators and barriers to child sexual abuse. disclosures. A research update: identifying and understanding factors that promote or inhibit child sexual abuse disclosures has the potential to facilitate early disclosures, assist survivors to receive services without delay, and prevent further sexual victimization. Timely access to therapeutic services can mitigate. All right, let me see. Survivors can make a risk. Oh, this is a case. This is part of the case, though, but I'm not sure how they. What are they going over here? They do have some redacted information even inside of this thing right here,
Yeah,
yo. This is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It's crazy, dude. The cover up is so deep, dude. It's like it gets frustrating, but I feel like I feel like it will. The truth will come out eventually, you know. But I just hope it's not too late, dude. Because this shit, like nobody's paying attention. And you know, in other countries, like Prince, whatever his name is, just got arrested for some child shit, and he's in the Epstein files, and other people in other countries are getting arrested, but not in the United States, dude. So it's and we kind of protect pedophiles unless the person's in jail as a pedophile, then they got problems. But like other than that, these pedophiles get out faster than drug dealers. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, but this is like yeah they got a large case file. Like this is crazy,
You
yo.
know,
But I'm trying to show that.
Epstein got convicted. I think in 2006 of like some child shit. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Let's see.
Yeah, but I'm going over a little bit of this. This is
Yeah,
part of the
you
case
do.
file. Crazy. This is crazy that it's part of the case file, but it's like I don't know. It's like it's definitely I wouldn't say it's coded, but you
Yeah,
definitely have to know what you're looking at
yeah,
here
and
because
a lot of the files.
this
That's
is
the thing too. It's in
yeah,
like the code
and
word,
they're calling it an exhibit. All right, they're
or
calling
they
that an
just put.
exhibit too.
Oh yeah, or they just
Okay, so
protect the people in there. Like they literally cross the names out to protect them. It's it's very
yeah,
frustrating. I don't understand it. You would think that you would think our government would be like pedophiles. Oh my god! Like,
yeah,
start the wood chippers up.
yeah,
But no,
yeah.
that's that's not how it's going down. You know.
It's same.
But there is a lot of files to go through, and that's what people do every single day is go through these files trying to find something that will stick, or like, prove to everybody, discount, I don't know. Everybody's got their own reasons why they're searching
So
through
how do you
these.
spell her name? How is her name spelled? Ghislaine Maxwell. How do you spell it?
Ghislaine, I think it's GIS.
Oh, G I
Oh,
S L A I L A I N
yeah,
E.
yeah.
Yeah, GISLA. Okay, just Ghislaine. Okay, I got it. Ghislaine. All right. So now I just typed in her name. Let's see what they're saying about her. And actually, let's
Yeah.
go down to okay. This is data set 9 and 10. Let me see what it's saying, man. Let's see what's going on with Ghislaine, yo. But it's crazy, yo. It looked like some sort of payments or something like that. Okay, so that's what it is right here. Confirming the below checks have been received, deposited. Please reach out with any questions. This is from a Waldron Chesley. They got a bunch of names redacted to who it's to, and okay, there's a bunch of redacted information as well. But it's checks in the amount of 2,000, 1,400 to Ghislaine Maxwell.
From who? Like they don't even tell you, right?
Oh, yes, it's from I think it's a gentleman name, or it could be a woman. I don't know. The name is Chesley Devon Waldron. Chesley Devon Waldron. Maxwell received these checks. So these checks are received by Ghislaine Maxwell. These are some checks that she received, but that's not really no pertinent information. It doesn't. There's no crime. But yeah, but like I said, with this particular website, you have to have some keywords. We got to have the keywords to look for. You hear me, Minnie? Oh, you went out a bit, yo. It's all good. But yeah, you got to be looking for certain keywords with the Gets Lane situation. Yeah, politicking with my boy Minnie. We gassed up. Holla at us, man. We're seeing what it do. We're probably gonna stay on for about a half an hour. Want to go over to TMZ? Let's see what TMZ is talking about real quick until Minnie comes back. Let's see what TMZ is talking about. Oh, not much. Wow, Jesse James' strange wife, Bonnie Rotten, arrested. He, Tucker Carlson in Iran. Prince William honors Princess Diana on UK Mother's Day. Yeah, we're about to get off of here though. Just wanted to rock with you people for a little while. You know, touch on the subject or two. You know, look like we lost our co-host. Looks like I lost my co-host, but it's all good. No biggie. We still rocking with y'all. Finessing it. The finesse knows. Okay, look, my boy Minnie's back. Look, Minnie's back.
That was a little frustrating. So,
Yeah,
but
you're back. Okay, you're back. You're back. Okay, we're
okay,
back. We're
yeah,
back.
we're good. We're
Back in
good.
the building. Back in the building. Back in the
Yeah,
building.
sorry about that. Sorry about that. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're going over these Epstein files. Just checking it out, and we just made like the littlest splash, and
Yeah.
already, like and Pops, I really feel like this might be, it's something, but I don't know. Like, there's got to be, there's like Pam Bondi saying shit about the Epstein files, about how the videos are all nothing but little kids and with politicians and shit. Like, so, like, like that to me is more incriminating. But, there's stuff in these files that people are finding every day. As you know, I've only read, you know, Curious George. No, I'm not a reader like yourself, where you've read books every day. Um, so yeah, for me, this would take a lot of time. Is my point to go through these files, man. And
Yo, look what I just found too. All
yeah,
right,
what do you
so
got? Let's
yeah, so
go.
we went back with just Ghislaine Maxwell's name,
Uh huh.
and we found some paperwork out of United States District Court, Southern District of New York, and
Okay.
the plaintiff's name is redacted, and but the defendant is Ghislaine Maxwell. The plaintiff's
Okay.
name the plaintiff's name is redacted. There's a
Yeah.
witness whose name is redacted, and let's scroll and see what they're saying. Let's see what's going on over here,
Oh,
man.
oh, oh, oh. So they
Okay,
got
so
their
actually
test.
There's witnesses.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four. Juan Alessi, Maria Alessi are two witnesses. Then you have a couple other witnesses whose names are redacted. A bunch of other redacted information. Wow. Wow. A bunch of witnesses whose information is redacted. But
Yeah,
all right.
redacted. How is the information
Listen.
redacted?
So
Yeah.
witness number 10 was present on flights with Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Virginia Guthrie, and may have information about Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein's sexual trafficking conduct and interaction with underage minors.
There you go. We are, but like, you know,
Yeah,
none of these people are coming forward. Some are ending up dead.
yeah, but a lot of the names are redacted.
I
So
know,
most of
like a
them,
lot of these.
and mostly all of the witnesses, it says they were present during sexual trafficking, during Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's sexual trafficking conduct and interaction with underage minors. So all these people were involved with. Wow,
Yeah, dude, we're
wow. My
talking
homegirl's in jail. It's crazy.
thousands and thousands of victims, dude. I just saw a girl talking about how she survived, and Epstein just basically pimped her out and let like politicians rape her and shit, and just
Wow.
crazy shit, dude. Like he just got a lot of money for these underage girls, and they would tape the shit too, and apparently they sell it on the dark web like snuff films and shit.
Wow. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot of evil, man. And I just thought everybody should know, like, man, this is something that people should be talking about, not something that, like, like, okay, so I got into an argument with somebody about how, we need Israel as our ally. I get into arguments with people about everything political these days. And because nobody wants to believe this shit, dude. Who wants to think that this is actually even going on in the world? And honestly, dude, do you think they get stopped just because they caught Epstein and his little mistress over here? Like that shit. There's still a demand for this. Somebody else is just gonna roll into the spot, just like when somebody gets hit on the block. Like somebody's gonna have that spot taken up pretty quick.
Hmm.
You
It's
know,
crazy.
yeah,
This is
because they got to fill the demand. You're talking about a lot of money. You're talking about, people, fiends, people that, want the shit.
hmm
Oh, you know what I wanted to also tell you? Did you type in Tom Hanks? You did. Did you type in Oprah? Or no? How about Clinton? Let's put it in Clinton because he's in there. They had
Bill
video of
Clinton.
him. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Hillary said she don't even know him, but there's pictures of her at a party with Epstein and Bill's in the picture too. But but let's start with Bill Clinton because there's a lot there's a lot of weird stuff that's come out about Bill Clinton. I mean, he is in a painting. He's in a painting with the Monica Lewinsky dress on and red shoes
No.
in Epstein's fucking eye on Epstein's island in his kitchen. Yeah,
So
there's a
what should I put
picture.
in Bill Clinton? Should I put in
Yeah,
Bill
just put
Clinton
it, type
painting?
it, type. Yeah, just no, just type in Bill Clinton and let's see what comes up. Yeah, you put in the painting and see if we can narrow our searches down to an actual
Bill Clinton
something. you
painting.
know?
Bill Clinton painting. All right. Let's see what that
Okay.
yields. Oh, it says
Yes.
no results found.
Okay. Well, there's definitely a painting. There's also a painting of George Bush Jr. Um, playing with a paper airplanes, and the Jenga towers that he's playing with are knocked down in front of him.
Mm.
And I,
Oh
I thought
wow.
that had I thought that had a reference to 9/11. You know.
Oh, okay. Well, I see something here, but it's one page. Most of the information is redacted. At the
Yeah,
bottom, it
like
says,
I
"Hi, Wendy." It says, "Hi,
yeah,
Wendy. I know the former president Bill Clinton made 32 plane trips to Jeffrey Epstein Island. Is there any reason why he is not being interviewed and charged? Regards, Andy K." Oh, yo, somebody was on his heels. No,
yeah,
on July 2nd, 2020. Wow, somebody
dude,
was on his heels. But all that information is redacted from what I see right
yeah.
there with Bill Clinton.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you're not
nothing. Like he's in the thing 32 times. Don't you think we'd have a fucking buttload of
the dude
hits?
just said 42. The dude just said 42. Oh yeah. Well, every time I'm clicking in his name, a lot of the information is redacted.
Yeah. Um,
Not.
they're covering
Not.
up all. They're covering it all up, but I mean,
Yeah, man.
there are people that are going through this shit with a fine tooth comb, and like I said, if their location is given of a certain time, because a lot of these emails are like, "Hey, are you going to be in Washington on this day?" You know, I'll be there in America, and then you can go and cross reference that and search if, like, say, Bill Gates was at what he said he was going to be at. You know what I mean? But it works for it works for redacted people, though. Like, that's the only way to find out. You know, like, okay, there's an email of somebody saying they enjoyed the video of torture. You know, and the only way the names were redacted. But he was saying where he was going to be in Washington D.C., and it turned out that it was the leader of Israel there,
Oh,
Satan's
look, check
helper.
this out. Look what I just check this out. What
But
I just found. It says
yeah,
from whoever they sent it is redacted to whoever they sent it to is redacted. But the subject is regarding Jeffrey Epstein and Bill Clinton. And so it says, "Dear redacted, I'm sorry I don't have the correct contact address. Could you forward this please to Mr. Burnman? I have information about a sexual predator who was a pilot for Bill Clinton. He may or may not be involved in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, but I believe his flight manifests and lifestyle deserve a closer look. I am one of his abandoned children and can say that his profile fits that of someone who could assist your inquiries and maybe with personal involvement. He shows strong indication of being a sociopath, and his son, all that's redacted, the next couple sentences. If Mr. Berman's office, yeah, if Mr. Berman's office would like to know more, please let me know. I live in London, but have close knowledge of this gentleman and his history.
and
Well,
and they're talking about Clinton there.
it's regarding Bill Clinton, but they're talking about a pilot or something like that.
Oh my
Yeah, they're talking
god!
about a pilot of some sort.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they arrested Epstein's pilot, and
that's
I
crazy.
forgot what country he was in, but they arrested him. I mean,
That's crazy.
basically, like the whole, like, people are in other countries are not cool with this shit, but, like, you
Yeah,
know, America is not doing anything. Not America. Americans are, and people are pissed, man. A lot of people that see this shit are upset, but um, a lot of people, a lot of people come down on you if you try to say anything. I'm an anti-Semite, I'm
yeah,
anti-Semitic.
yeah,
You know that all the trap doors are set, so you can't really hate on Jews. And man, I know Pops from going to Fish shows, and man, Fish has got a lot of Jewish fans who are my friends, and also it's a beautiful community, and none of these people are anything like what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about Zionist people that want to fulfill prophecies so that Jesus can return and they can kill Jesus again. Like, I mean, this is some crazy shit we're living in right now. And
yeah.
I mean, I really feel like this is a fight between Baal, the fallen god Lucifer, as
Yeah.
some know him as, and our God. I mean, I don't know. Do you believe in God, Pops? I don't mean to put
Oh,
you on the
most
spot.
definitely.
Okay,
Most
me
definitely.
too. Me too. Okay, I'm very spiritual. Like, I would do
Right.
anything for. I would do
Most
anything for
definitely.
God. I would. I
Most
would.
definitely.
I would. I would get naked and jump in the East River for God if He told me to. You
Yo,
know.
so what we're gonna talk? What's gonna be our next topic? What's our
That's
next topic
got.
we can talk about?
I think that's got to be the next story, dude, because it's more.
Okay, so
It's
look, so
more.
look, so
It's
folks, on our next
yeah.
show, my co-host Minnie is going to tell the story about when he jumped into the East River. We're going to save that for the next show. So make sure you guys definitely tune in.
Uh,
We're gonna stop this recording now
in
because we've been
February.
in
In
the studio.
February,
So look,
it was February.
Look,
This
look,
ain't
no,
the
look,
summertime jumping in the East River. This was
we're gonna,
February.
we're just gonna, we're gonna end the recording now. Benny,
Okay.
I'm gonna chop it up with you in the background, but we're gonna end the recording now.
Okay. Okay.
And for our next episode, like I said, Benny gonna detail the day when he jumped into the what river was it? What river was it?
The East River. It was
When he jumped into the
53rd
East
and
River.
1st. I'll never
Benny,
forget it.
Benny jumped into the river on 53rd and First Avenue. And for our next
On
episode, he's
February
gonna
22nd, and
he's gonna detail that. He's gonna
I'm gonna
detail that.
don't miss
Yep.
this story because this is a good one. It's gonna be.
So
It's
I'm
good.
gonna say
It's good.
peace and
Yeah.
blessings to the people. Minnie, what do you want? You got anything you want to
I
say
gotta
before
say,
we
man,
shut it down?
I want to thank everybody that that for being good people, and I want to thank God for me being alive today, and all you good people being alive today. So, because tomorrow's not promised, and it's okay. Let's stop our recordings there.
All right, here we go. All right, peace and blessings, folks. Peace and blessings. And don't you dare go testing.
Later.